Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajagacharya Astakara Sata Sisima Desi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की समवेत वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विशोभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुन् दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिस्वरूप दामोदर स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः सद्भक्तमनये मुनिपुर उद्भवाय च प्रभुपादलसद्वाणी प्रचारो निरतायते। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो आचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथा धामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे Gauravani Pracharine Nirbishesha Shunyavadi Paschatta Dasatari. Hare Krishna. So today we are going to read from Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 4. The chapter entitled Further Enquiries by Vidura. Please repeat after me. Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Mayaya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Mayaya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Mayaya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Mayaya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati. Please. Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Maya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati. Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Maya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati. Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Maya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati. Mataji's. Mataji? No one? Asrakshid Bhagavan Vishang Gunamaya Atma Maya Taya Sangstapayate Tad Bhuya Pratapi Dhashati. Word meaning. Asrakshit, cause to create. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Visham, the universe. Guna Maya, endued with three modes of material nature. Atma, self. Maya, by the potency. Taya, by her. Sangstapayati, maintains. Etat, all these. Bhuya, then again. Prati apidhashati, conversely dissolves also. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. By His self-sheltered potency of the three modes of material nature, the Lord has caused the creation of this universe. By her, He maintains the creation and conversely dissolves it again and again. Purport. This cosmic universe is created by the Lord for those living entities who are carried away by the illusory thought of becoming one with Him by imitation. The three modes of material nature are for the further bewilderment of the conditioned souls. The conditioned living entity, bewildered by the illusory energy, considers himself a part of the material creation due to forgetfulness of his spiritual identity. And thus he becomes entangled in material activities life after life. This material world is not for the purpose of the Lord Himself, but is for the conditioned souls who wanted to be controllers due to misuse of their God-gifted minute independence. Thus, the conditioned souls are subjected to repeated birth and death. Today is also disappearance day of Baladev Vidyabhusan and appearance day of Gangamata Goswamini. So I'll try to explain these verses in brief, and then I'll try to narrate the pastimes of Baladev Vidyabhusan and Gangamata Goswamini as far as possible. So you know the context. This third canto is called Sthanam. In Srimad-Bhagavatam there are 10 subject matters discussed in complete Srimad-Bhagavatam. Atra sarga visargascha sthanam pushanam utaya mannantareshano katha niruddha muktirasraya. First it discussed about creation. So today's verse is also something on creation and dissolution, annihilation. So atra sarga means main creation, primary creation. Visarga means secondary creation. Atra sarga visarga sthanam. Sthanam means position. Position means different planets, and also your position as a soul, whether you will become Brahma or you will become insignificant animals or tree or whatever. Your position plus your placement in which planet you will live. So this is called sthanam. Pushanam means Lord's protection. Lord protects especially His devotees. He protects non-devotees also, but He specially protects His devotees. Pushanam. Utaya means sexual desire, which is needed for creation of living entities. Sthanam Pushanam Utaya. Mannantara, you know, they are in charges of different activities. So in Srimad-Bhagavatam elaborately, it is discussed about different Mannantaras. Ishanu Katha about Lord Krishna, his pastimes. Mannantara Ishanu Katha, Nirodha, how he annihilates, how he dissolves his creation. So in this way, Mukti, then how you become free from this illusory creation. Asraya means after getting mukti, after getting liberation, how you get shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. So 10 topics. And this third canto is mainly about sthanam, your position, the position of the bewildered souls who has revolted against the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Vidura, he was offended by Duryodhana. because uh, before the battle of Kurukshetra started, Dhritarashtra called Vidura for consultation, and Vidura told, this is not good that you fight with all these Pandavas, because they are righteous, religious person, they did not commit any mistake, so you should not offend them by fighting. Rather, you try to convince your son, Duryodhana, that he should not engage in this fight. Like in this way, Vidura was trying to convince Dhritarashtra not to fight. But Dhritarashtra was more or less convinced. But Duryodhana, when he overheard this, he became very angry. This man, Vidura, I am maintaining him, I am giving his footing and lodging, everything, but he is against me. He is planning against me. He wants Pandava, the Yudhishthira becomes the king, and I become his servant. So in this way, Duryodhana became very angry and offended Vidura, that immediately you go out. You are eating on the plate which I offered to you, and you are spitting on the same plate. You just now you get out, rascal. In this way, Vidura was a great devotee, and when a great devotee is offended, you know the outcome, you know the result. Vibhishana was offended, Lanka was destroyed. Vidura was offended, the Kaurava dynasty was destroyed. So in this way, Vidura went out. He thought, anyway, I am not going to participate in the battle, so let me travel different holy places. So he was going from temple to temple, from one holy place to another holy place. In this way, he arrived at Prabhasha. Prabhasha is the place where all the Jodu dynasty, people of Jodu dynasty, they had a big fight and they killed each other. And this was actually planned by Krishna himself, because Krishna, when he thought that now my mission is finished, completed, now I have to wind up my pastimes. So first of all, let me send my followers, or my devotees who appeared in Jodu dynasty, all the demigods and his devotees, they are all his devotees and follower of Krishna. So first he thought, let me wind up that part. Actually it is by Krishna's will, Krishna's plan. Sometimes people argue, what kind of God is Krishna that he could not protect his own people? But it was Krishna's plan that now I have to go back to Golok Vrindavan, so I have to wind up my expansion, my devotees. I have to take them back to Goloka. So in this way, first he created some kind of drama, I don't go in details. And then they were actually destroyed. Jodu dynasty was completely destroyed. After that, Krishna thought, now my dynasty is destroyed, so I have to also wind up myself. So he went at the bank of Saraswati River, and he was sitting under a banyan tree, thinking of winding himself. And there are many other stories which if I narrate, it will take a longer time. So anyway, Jaraved, I heard that he was Angad in his previous life. Jaraved came because he got some boon from Ramchandra that he could help in the pastime of Krishna's disappearance. Actually, everything is a great cause of bewilderment. Everybody will think, oh, God is killed by a hunter. This was Krishna's plan. Krishna wanted to disappear from this planet. So he honored the rules of this material universe. The rules of this material universe is death, birth, death. So when Krishna comes, he participates in the pastimes of birth, and when Krishna returns to his spiritual planet, he also shows a kind of death which is not death. Even an ant doesn't die, according to our scripture. Even an ant doesn't die, only body is destroyed. But in case of Krishna, because Krishna's body and soul, there is no difference. His body itself is spiritual, Satchidananda Vigraha. So it was not ordinary death, but it was a drama of death. Anyway, so Vidura doesn't know all these things. Vidura was traveling from one place of pilgrimage to another place. In this way, he came to Prabhas. Prabhas is the place where all the Jodu, people of Jodu dynasty were killed. So Vidura heard, and they were all his relatives, because Vidura and Krishna, they were actually relative. So he was very, very much shocked that my all relatives, so many relatives, they say 56,000 of Krishna's family member were killed in Prabhas. After hearing this, Vidura became very much emotional and he was shocked. So then he started walking from the river of Saraswati. He came to the river Jamuna. So in the meantime, when Krishna was sitting at the bank of Saraswati, Vidura doesn't know. So he from Saraswati river he came to Jamuna river. But in the meantime, Uddhava, Krishna's pure devotee, he got a chance to meet Krishna at the bank of Saraswati. So Krishna told him, many millions of lifetimes ago, Uddhava, you wanted to meet me personally. So Uddhava desired to meet Krishna many millions of lifetimes ago. And Krishna remembered this. So whatever we desire today, even after millions of lifetime, Krishna will remember. Krishna will not forget. It is in his record. So anyway, so Uddhava met Krishna. Krishna disclosed his plan that my Jodu dynasty they disappeared. Now I have to also wind up my pastimes. But because you wanted to meet me many millions of years ago, so I granted your desire today. So in this way, Krishna instructed Uddhava many things. There is Uddhava Gita, very beautiful Uddhava Gita. Many questions are asked Uddhava. Like one important question is, how Yudhishthira became defeated in the game of, disc, Pasha. How Yudhishthira became defeated, and how they went to the forest. You are their protector. They are your pure devotees. So all these questions are further, Krishna answered in many different scriptures. But in Uddhava Gita, many particular questions are answered by Krishna. So then, in the meantime, Maitreya, he is also a pure devotee. He also met Krishna at the same spot at the bank of Saraswati river. And both of them had the same instruction. Then Krishna told Uddhava, you go to Badarikashram and there you meet Naranarayan Rishi and you perform your tapasya there. So in this way, Uddhava was instructed to go to Badarikashram. So then Uddhava was walking towards Jamuna. Via Jamuna he will go to Badarikashram. At that time, Vidura, from the river Saraswati, he came to Jamuna. At the bank of Jamuna, he got chance to meet with Uddhava. But Uddhava was quite busy. He told, now I am going to Badarikashram because Krishna instructed me to go to Badarikashram. So I cannot give much time to you. But whatever instructions Krishna gave to me, also the same instructions are heard by Maitreya. So you find out Maitreya, then you meet him. The same instruction, whatever Krishna gave to me, is also heard by Maitreya. So you go to Maitreya and then you ask questions. He will answer your all questions. And from Uddhava, Vidura came to know that Krishna also disappeared. In Prabhasa, he only knew that Jodu dynasty people disappeared, but from Uddhava he came to know even Krishna and Balaram disappeared. So after hearing this, you can understand a pure devotee who met Krishna many times, and Krishna favored Vidura many times. So he was completely shocked and almost like half mad. But anyway, then he came to Ganga, river Ganga. See, Saraswati, Jamuna, Ganga. And at the bank of Ganga, Maitreya, he was sitting there. and Vidura met him. And today's sloka, today's verse is actually discussion between Vidura and Maitreya. Vidura asked questions and Maitreya answered. So what is the topic? The topic is that Maitreya is telling that, no, this is the speaker is, you remember who is the speaker? Because Shuka, Vidura is the speaker. Vidura is asking that he knows something, but still he wants to clarify. So he asked that Lord creates the universe, but he did not use the word create. He used the word asrakshit. Asrakshit means he causes for creation. In many religion, other than Vedic religion, other religion they say God creates. But here it is said God doesn't create. He causes to create. God doesn't have time to create because he has to dance with his devotees, the gopis and Radha. He has to play flute. He has to enjoy with devotees. He doesn't have time for creation. He has time for enjoyment. Understand? So then who creates? Expansion of his expansion of his expansion. Krishna expanded Balaram. Balaram expanded first Chaturbhuja. From first Chaturbhuja, Narayana expanded. From Narayana, second Chaturbhuja expanded. From second Chaturbhuja, from second Shankarshan, then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu expanded. And from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu expanded. From Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya, from Garbhodakshaya, Kirodakshaya. And from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Brahma. So creation is in our Vedic scripture. Creation is not done by God, but part of the part, you go on like this. Part of God. Creation is not a very big thing. It is done by part of God. So that is Brahma and Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kirodakshaya Vishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu. They are actually doing all these things with the help of his illusory energy. So Asrakshit Bhagavan Vishwam, the God caused this creation with the help of all this expansion and with the help of three modes of material nature. Three modes of material nature means illusory energy. Just like a puppet player, he uses different ropes. I have seen puppet playing. With the ropes, he is controlling the dolls. So two things are similar. Dolls are not real human. Dolls are not real person. They are dolls. Just like if you go to any cloth shop, cloth merchant, you will see at the entrance there are dolls. Plastic dolls of women, no? Beautiful women decorated with dress. Are they real women? They are dolls. So who can maintain or make relationship with dolls? Nobody can make. But anyway, puppet player can make relationship with dolls. So relationship means he can control the dolls. So in this way, God has created this universe exactly like a puppet player. So creation. Then creation with the help of three modes. Then Gunamaya, Taya, Sangstipa, and then maintenance. He has created, it is a mixture of spiritual world and material energy. It is a mixture of spiritual energy and material energy. So he has to maintain, because we are in this body made of material nature, and we have to maintain this body, and we have to maintain the place of our living. So in this way, Krishna maintains this material creation with the help of illusory energy. He has to create illusory food, illusory, everything illusory. Here everything is illusory. Real food we are not enjoying here. If you want to enjoy real food, you have to go to Goloka Vrindavan to enjoy real food. Even in heaven, real food is not there. It is all illusory. Illusory food, illusory woman, illusory man. Here everything is illusory. So in this way he maintains this illusory world, illusory creation, then annihilates. At the time of dissolution, annihilation, he also annihilates this creation, destroys this creation with the help of illusory energy, and it is written reversely. He creates in one order, and when the dissolution takes place, it also annihilation takes place in a reverse order. Anyway, this is the comment by Vidura. So then he will ask many more questions, and Maitreya Muni will answer all these things. Maitreya Muni also mentioned that Krishna remembered you. When me and Uddhava, both of you are speaking to Krishna, Krishna remembered you. It is a very, very important thing. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if somebody says, your Guru was telling about you, you feel so emotional, isn't it? So when Vidura heard from Maitreya that Krishna remembered you, Vidura became so much emotional. You understand? So anyway, you will come to know step by step. So I don't like to go further because we have to discuss today on Baladev Vidyabhusan and Gangamata Goswamini. Please remind me the time because I may forget. I will try to make it brief. So Baladev Vidyabhusan was born in Orissa. See, Bengal and Orissa, both are like a very special place for Vaishnavas. Uriya and Gauriya. Gauriya means Bengal, Gauriya Vaishnavas. And Uriya means Orissa Vaishnava. So Baladev Vidyabhusan, he was born in Orissa, near Puri, not far from Puri, Chilka Lake. How many of you visited Chilka? You have visited. It is a very important tourist spot, Chilka. So Baladev Vidyabhusan was born and brought up near Chilka, and from his childhood he was a very brilliant, God-gifted, very brilliant boy. From his childhood he started reading grammar, Sanskrit grammar. In those days grammar means Sanskrit grammar. So he learned all this grammar, and in childhood he studied Shankara Vedanta Bhashya, Sharira commentary by Shankaracharya on Vedanta. But he was not satisfied because he was not a blind follower. Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hoy Sarvanash. Although nobody told him like this, but he understood this explanation is not correct. Anyway, he was not satisfied. Then he went to Udupi. You know Udupi? Anyone from South India? Udupi. Udupi is a famous place in South India. So he went there, and many scholars, they were living there. So Baladev Vidyabhusan, he learned all these commentary on Vedanta. Commentary on Vedanta is very important. Vedanta means end of knowledge. As our founder Acharya is known as Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Ved Anta means conclusion, end of knowledge. Ved means knowledge. Anta means conclusion. So that's why scholars, they want to know explanation of Vedanta, because Vedanta is only some aphorism, sutra, formula, some keywords. Explanation is not there. Generally, Vaishnava, they don't care for that commentaries because they have their natural commentary, Srimad-Bhagavatam. So Vaishnava, they are not worried to read all these commentaries because they know we have our best commentary by the author himself. Vedanta was written by Vyasadev, literary incarnation of Krishna, and Srimad-Bhagavatam was the ripened fruit of Vedic literature. So Vaishnavas are not so much worried. So that's why there was, practically speaking, no Vaishnava commentary, separate commentary on Vedanta, because they have natural commentary, Srimad-Bhagavatam. Anyway, so then he went to Udupi and he learned so many commentaries. A few names is like commentary by Ramanujacharya. What is the name of that commentary? Sri Bhashya, yeah. Sri Sampradaya, Sri Bhashya. Then he read commentary by Madhacharya, Brihat Bhashya, and also Anubhashya, supplementary. Then he read Parijat Saurabha Bhashya by Nimbaditta, Nimbarkacharya. and he read Sarvagya Shakti Bhashya by Vishnu Swami, Rudra Sampradaya. So in this way also, although he did not like Shankara Bhashya, Sharirak Bhashya, still in Udupi also he further studied Sharirak Bhashya. He also studied Bhaskara Bhashya. You understand how much scholarly he was. He studied, practically speaking, all the Bhashya elaborately. And he became a very good scholar in Vedanta. Then he returned to Puri. I mean his birthplace near Chilkarad. Then he went to Puri. And in Puri he found one scholar who was a good scholar in Gauriya Bhashya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's explanation. So then he thought, this person, I mean Baladev Vidyabhusan thought, this person may not be good scholar because he did not study like me. So he wanted to challenge that his name was, his name was, my memory doesn't work like before. But anyway, he challenged that Vaishnava, Gauriya Vaishnava. But he discovered that this Gauriya Vaishnava, he knows all these Vaishyas, whatever I studied. Whatever I studied in Udupi, this Gauriya Vaishnava, he knows all these Vaishya. And then he was defeated. Baladev Vidyabhusan was defeated by that Gauriya Vaishnava. So then he understood Gauriya conclusion, he understood perfectly. Then he went to Vrindavan, and of course before going to Vrindavan, he took initiation from that Gauriya Vaishnava. He took initiation. So Baladev Vidyabhusan's spiritual master was not Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was his Shiksha Guru. Anyway, so when he went to Vrindavan, he studied under the guidance of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who was another great scholar. I think among all the scholars in Vaishnava line, Baladev Vidyabhusan and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, if you read, it is published by Bhanu Maharaj. If you read, these are only partial publication. He wrote so many books. But anyway, his Bhagavatam is published by Bhanu Maharaj. Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary, so full of, what is called wittiness, very, very intelligently, logically he presented Srimad-Bhagavatam. Anyway, so Baladev Vidyabhusan took shelter of him as Shiksha Guru and Shiksha disciple. Then he studied under Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He became so great scholar that he wrote commentary on Srijiv Goswami's 6 Sandarbhas, and he wrote commentary on Bhagavad Gita, and it is available in ISKCON bookstall, Baladev Vidyabhusan's Bhagavad Gita, Vidyabhusan. Bhushan means Baladev Vidyabhusan. So anyway, and he wrote commentary on so many books. So he is a great scholar. Anyway, when Vishwanath Chakravarti book became 100 years old, see, in those days people used to live minimum 100 years, 100 years old, those who are like personality, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Of course, he took Khetra Sannyas. Khetra Sannyas means he promised that he will not leave Vrindavan under any circumstances. This was Khetra Sannyas. There are different kinds of sannyas, but Khetra Sannyas means he will not leave the place. Somebody takes Khetra Sannyas in Mayapur, somebody takes Khetra Sannyas in Puri, somebody takes Khetra Sannyas in Vrindavan. So Vishwanath Chakravarti took Khetra Sannyas in Vrindavan. At that time when he was 100 years old, there was a quarrel, famous quarrel in Gauriya history. What is that quarrel? Followers of Ramanujam, that means Sri Sampradaya, they challenged the group of Mahaprabhu, Gauriya Sampradaya, they challenged. 4 complaints, they submitted 4 complaints to the king of Jaipur. To the then king of Jaipur, they submitted 4 complaints. Complaint number 1, Krishna did not marry Radha. So how There Radha is sitting with Krishna. She is not Krishna's wife. It is illegal. It is illegal to sit with Krishna, who is not Krishna's married wife. This was complaint number 1. Complaint number 2, the name of Radha is not mentioned in any scripture. Complaint number 3, Vaishnava has no sampradaya. Because Rudra Sampradaya is there, they have their commentary. Then Sri Sampradaya is there, they have their commentary on Vedanta. Then Brahma Sampradaya is there, they have their commentary. So in this way, the last one, Kumar Sampradaya is there, they have their commentary on Vedanta, but you don't have, neither you have commentary, you don't have any prominent Acharya in your line, so your Sampradaya is not correct. And you don't have Bhashya, you don't have commentary, and you don't have Parampara Acharya. So in this way they made 4 complaints. The king of Jaipur, he had good relationship with Sri Vaishnava. Sri Vaishnava, they used to worship Narayan and Lakshmi. They did not worship Adi Lakshmi. Adi Lakshmi is Radha. Adi Lakshmi is Radha. So Sri Sampradaya, they worship Narayan and Lakshmi. Both are four-handed. They don't worship two-handed Krishna. They neither worship two-handed Radha. Adi Narayan and Adi, original Narayan and original Lakshmi. Anyway, so that's why they brought these complaints. So the king of Jaipur invited Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, I took Kshatra Sannyas, so I cannot leave Vrindavan, is one point. Another point is that I am now 100 years old. It is quite difficult for me to travel from Vrindavan to Jaipur, although not so far, but a 100-year-old person cannot travel. And also, I took Kshatra Sannyas, I cannot leave Vrindavan. So then I will send my Shiksha disciple, Baladev Vidyabhusan. So Baladev Vidyabhusan met with all the scholars of Sri Vaishnava and he argued with them. First point, Krishna did not marry Radha. So he gave 2 arguments. First of all, Krishna married Radha. Secondly, marriage is not necessary. Krishna married Radha when? When there was Brahma Vimohan Lila, Brahma stole all the cows and cowherd boys. At that time, Gargacharya announced that this year is very good year, a very good time for all the unmarried gopis to get married. You know why? Why? Because all the cowherd boys at that time were Krishna himself. Isn't it? Krishna himself. So Gargacharya, he became instrumental. Then he told that this year is a very good year, that all the unmarried gopis can marry all the cowherd boys. And other gopis and their guardians, parents, they don't know that these cowherd boys are Krishna himself. So then they, listening to Gargacharya, they arranged marriage with all the gopis, which includes Radha. So Radha was married to Krishna and Abhimanyu was Krishna. That Rupa Goswami also explained. That Abhimanyu was Krishna himself. So Radha was married to Krishna and they could not deny. All the Sri Vaishnavas, they could not deny because it is written. In Bhagavatam it is written. In Garga Samhita and Bhagavatam these things are written. So they could not deny. In those days, Panditas, they had one good quality. They will not deny scripture. You understand? So anyway, they did not deny this. So in this way, they were defeated. Then Baladev Vidyabhusan told, actually, Radha is Krishna's internal potency. So marriage is not required. Because Radha is Krishna's energy, Krishna's pleasure-giving potency. So in such case, marriage is not required. So in both ways, either married or unmarried, in both ways Radha can sit with Krishna. Number 1. And number 2, Radha's name is mentioned in any scripture. Baladev Vidyabhusan argued from many different Puranas. You will find Radha's name, Radha's pastime with Krishna. And Baladev Vidyabhusan mentioned that yes, in many Puranas Radha's name is mentioned clearly. Radha and Krishna, both name is mentioned. and they are good. In Bhagavatam, Radha's name is not mentioned. Then Baladev Vidyabhusan explained that verse. Anaya radhito Krishna Bhagavan Haririshara Janna Vihaya Govinda Pitajam Anayadraha. Anaya Aradhito, here Aradhito, that gopi, particular gopi has worshipped Krishna very, sincerely. So that's why Krishna took that gopi. And who is that gopi? Anaya Radhito. This gopi is Radha. The word Radha came from the word Aradhana. Aradhana means serving. So these gopis served Krishna. Then why Shukdev Goswami did not utter her name? Because Shukdev Goswami had another problem. He could not utter Radha's name, because if he utters Radha's name, because he knows Radha's glory, he will become fainted. And if he becomes fainted, he cannot elaborately explain Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So he did not dare to utter the name of Radha, but indirectly Anaya Radhatu means this is Radha. In this way, that second point was, Baladev Vidyabhusan, he defeated the Sri Vaishnavas. Then third point, your Sampradaya is not proper, because your Sampradaya is not mentioned. Then they accepted Brahma Sampradaya. Then Baladev Vidyabhusan argued. Then who is Madhacharya? Who is Madhacharya? He is in Brahma Sampradaya. Madhacharya's disciple is Lakshmipati. Lakshmipati's disciple is Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri's disciple is Ishwar Puri. Ishwar Puri's disciple is, so-called disciple, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And our parampara comes from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So our parampara is there. Then they became convinced that yes, your parampara is there. And the last point, you don't have any bhashya. You don't have any commentary. Baladev, he apparently told a lie. Yes, we have commentary. Of course, he wanted to tell that we have commentary, Srimad-Bhagavatam, but they cannot digest. The Sri Vaishnava cannot digest this. I remember when I was in South India, one Vaishnava told me, you don't have commentary. Then I told, our Bhagavatam is commentary. He started laughing. He started laughing at me. Bhagavatam is commentary. So similar, the habit is still now going on. Anyway, so then Baladev Vidyabhusan told a little lie, because he knows that if I tell about Bhagavatam, they will not accept. So then he told, we have commentary. Then where is your commentary? Show us. Then he went, okay, give me a few more days, I will bring commentary. Then he went to Vrindavan, and I think in one night or 2 nights, he wrote Govinda Bhashya, which is available now, no? Available, yeah. In ISKCON it is available, Govinda Bhashya. I have seen some copy in somebody's hand. So, who wrote Govinda Bhashya? Baladev Vidyabhusan. It is commentary on Vedanta. So lucid, so beautiful. Then he came back from Vrindavan to, Jaipur. Then in those days there was no printed books, all are handwritten books. He said, see, I brought it from Vrindavan, our commentary, Govinda Bhashya. And they were all scholars, they studied Govinda Bhashya. They were convinced, so beautiful, so lucid. They were convinced. So all these arguments presented by Sri Vaishnava, they were defeated, and Baladev Vidyabhusan became victorious. King of Jaipur became very happy that Gauriya Vaishnava is bona fide Sampradaya. So, in this way, Baladev Vidyabhusan, after getting victory, he came back to Vrindavan again, and he wrote explanation of 6 Sandarbhas by Jiva Goswami. He also explained Laghu Bhagavatamrita of Rupa Goswami. So, he is a very great scholar, and our Prabhupada, he gave him very special honor. Who can tell me the honor? Dedication of Srimad-Bhagavad Gita as it is. He dedicated to Baladev Vidyabhusan. So, very special honor he has given to Baladev Vidyabhusan. So, this is the short life sketch of Baladev Vidyabhusan. Then, what is the time now? Please tell me. How much? 7 minutes I have. 7 minutes, what I will tell about Gangamata. Anyway, Gangamata Goswami, she was born as a daughter of a king, King means in those days there were big kings, small kings, even Jamindar. Jamindar means very rich man with many lands. So Jamindar, some Jamindars would be called as king. So king of Puntia, king of Puntia. Gangamata Goswami was born as the daughter of king of Puntia. And in her childhood, he started studying all the scriptures. Then she decided that she will not marry in her life. So then her father, mother, they tried so much to get her married, but she refused. I will not marry any mortals. I will marry only Krishna. I will marry only Krishna. I will not marry any mortals. Then father, mother, they became fed up. They did not take it so seriously. Anyway, then Gangamata, at that time her name was Shachi Devi. Her original name was Shachi Devi. So Shachi Devi lost her mother. When her mother left her body, then Shachi Devi left Puntia and she came to Vrindavan via Puri. From Vrindavan she came to Puri, from Puntia she came to Puri. From Puri she went to Vrindavan. There she met Haridas, another Haridas Das, Haridas Pandit. That is, I think it is third generation after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disappearance. Mahaprabhu, then all the Goswamis, then Haridas Pandit will be Shamananda, then Nayanananda, then the three person, Shamananda, three person, Nayanananda and another Rashikananda, all Ananda. Shamananda, Nayanananda, Rashikananda. Three Anandas, also Narottam Das Thakur was there, no, at that time, yes. So, Shachi Devi went there and he found Haridas Pandit. Haridas Pandit is very famous in our Vaishnava Sampradaya. Do you know why? Because he wrote a very famous book. I hope one day that book will be translated into English. That is Vaishnava Dictionary. Vaishnava Avidhan. Vaishnava Dictionary, I saw the copy. I saw in Bengali, but my heart was crying that when the day will come, someone, maybe Bhanuswami, His Holiness Bhanuswami or somebody, will translate. Someday some Vaishnava Krishna will send some Vaishnava to translate that Vaishnava Dictionary, very big book. And you will find many details of Vaishnava history in that book. Anyway, he also mentioned about Gangamata in that book. So Gangamata, I mean that Shachi Devi took initiation from Haridas Thakur. And Haridas Thakur told her to stay in Radhakund, and Shachi Mata with her, I think one auntie, Lakshmi Priya. Both of them were staying in Radhakund, chanting 3 lakhs daily, circumambulating Govardhana daily, Gangamata Goswamini. So after some time, Haridas Thakur was very much pleased, very much happy with Gangamata's austerity. Then he told, you please go to Puri, because I heard that the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is broken, ruined. You go and recover that house. So taking the order of Guru Maharaj, Gangamata and Shachi Devi came to Puri. And she saw that nobody is there to take care of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. So then she took care of that house, and there were at that time was only one Shalagram Shila in a broken building. So then slowly she started preaching there, and she got many followers. She was giving so beautiful Bhagavatam class daily, so much so that even the king would come to hear, to listen her class. The king of Urisha would come to listen her class. So anyway, there are many followers and disciples, And she also took Kshatra Sannyas in Puri. Gangamata Goswamini took Kshatra Sannyas in Puri. So how she got the name Gangamata Goswamini, it will take little time, because there was a king in Treta Yuga, that king was serving Jagannath very nicely. And one day he saw all the demigods from heavenly planets came to serve Jagannath, and even Lakshmi Devi came to serve Jagannath. and they were serving Jagannath so gorgeously that that king became ashamed. The king's name was Sheta, King Sheta. So king became ashamed. Oh, what kind of rubbish service I am rendering? They are giving so beautiful, so nice, standard service. So he got some idea what kind of service should be rendered to Jagannath. But anyway, he tried his best. But Jagannath became pleased. Although you are living on earth planet, you tried your best to serve me, so I will give you liberation. So Jagannath himself came to him on a spot called Ganga. It was not named before like this. Before it has different name, but because King Sheta got liberation in that place, there was a lake. Still today that lake is there. So near that lake, King Sheta got liberation directly given by Jagannath. So that place is known as Ganga. So one day there was Barani bath. There is a special date of taking bath in Ganga, Barani Snan. So all the followers and disciples of Gangamata Goswamini asked her, still then she was known as Sachi Devi, asked her to come to Bengal to take bath in Ganga. She told, I took Khatra Sannyas, I could not leave Puri. I have to stay in Puri. So her disciples and followers became little unhappy and they left for Bengal, but Gangamata did not go. So at that time, Jagannath appeared in her dream and told her, you can take bath in Ganga. So she went to take bath in Ganga alone, but at that time, Jagannath became so merciful to her that from his lotus feet, Gangamata appeared. Original Gangamata appeared. And Gangamata entered into Ganga. From Ganga, Shochi Devi was carried to the temple, main temple hall of Jagannath. And at that time door was closed, but for God nothing is possible. For gods and demigods nothing is possible. So she entered into the hall of Jagannath, and there was a tumultuous sound. So many thousands of people taking bath, they are making noise, they are expressing their happiness that we are taking bath on Barani Tithi, we are taking bath in Ganga. So there was a big noise, but the door was locked. So the pujaris, they heard some noise going on inside temple. So they asked king, we don't know how come so many people are shouting inside temple. Then king ordered, open and see. So then the pujari opened the door and found Gangamata alone. There was nobody else. Then they thought this lady somehow or other entered into the temple to steal something. So they complained about Gangamata. So in this way they offended Gangamata, and they also, the king also misunderstood Gangamata. But at night, Jagannath appeared to the king and told, why you arrested Gangamata? She is not offender. She did not enter into the temple for for stealing. Ganga appeared from my lotus feet. She carried her from Ganga to my temple. So it was not her fault. I carried her from Ganga to my hall. You go and ask forgiveness and take initiation from her. So after hearing this, king himself and many of his followers, they became overwhelmed and they wanted to take initiation from that day. She is known as Gangamata. So they wanted to take initiation from Gangamata, but Gangamata did not initiate any other except the king, because she wanted to, she had some mission. She has to establish Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. After initiation, king wanted to give her huge land for, Guru Dakshina. But Gangamata said, no, you give me every day some plates of prasadam, some little cash money and some cloth, because every day I want to do Vaishnava Seva, I want to invite senior Vaishnavas and I want to serve them. So king was sending that gift as Guru Dakshina every day, some plates of prasadam, some cloths, and 160 paisa. In those days, 160 paisa means big money. Anyway, so Gangamata was serving Vaishnavas daily, and her ashram means Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. Who has visited? Okay. That house is known as Gangamata Math. Gangamata Math. She also opened many other branches. Still today there are branch in Katak and many other places. So Gangamata disappeared. Appeared in 1601 AD. She appeared, and today is her appearance day. She also lived like 100 years. So anyway, so she is a famous Vaishnava among Matajis. Among Matajis, there are few famous Vaishnavas. Gangamata Goswamini is one. One is Haridas Thakur's, original Haridas Thakur's disciple, Lakshma Hira, that prostitute, became Vaishnava. Then all the Jaggik Brahman's wife, they became pure devotee. So in this way, in the history of Vaishnava, there are many women. Jannava Mataji, Nityananda Prabhu's wife, they became Guru. Gangamata Goswamini became Guru. So it is not exceptional in our Gauriya history that, what is that verse? Manghi partha vepasritta jeopishu papajanaya striyo vaishyas tatha shudra teopi janti parangatim. Even women can achieve Krishna if they follow sincerely. So anyway, time is short. If you have any question or comment, we can discuss as long as time permits. Oh, 9:05. Anyway, those who want to go to Prasadam, you can go, and those who want to ask question, you can ask.
Just addition this Guru, the Diksha Guru of Baladev Vidyabhusan.
Diksha Guru?
Baladev Vidyabhusan. Radha Damodar Goswami, his name is.
Yes, Radha Damodar Goswami was Diksha Guru of
Baladev Vidyabhusan.
Baladev Vidyabhusan, yes. Nice.
Hare Krishna Guruji. It's a clarification. You told that Baladev Vidyabhusan completed that Govinda Bhash within 2 days. I heard this, he took around 1 month, around 15 months to finish this Bhashya.
As far as I know, he told the king to wait, that I am going to Vrindavan bringing my Bhashya. This is I heard from many classes. So he went to Vrindavan and he took the Bhashya. Now maybe, I don't know, maybe he presented some Bhashya shortly. Later on it may be elaborated, that I don't know.
We heard that he wrote it in front of the deities and deities personally, dictated him.
Yeah, there are many other related history. But Govinda Bhashya was written by Baladev Vidyabhusan and it was presented to Sri Vaishnavas for, fulfilling the demand that we are proper Sampradaya.
Guruji, the book called Shyamananda Prakash, it's mentioned that Baladev Vidyabhusan took 15 days, one Paksha.
15 days he took, okay.
So in that he given commentary upon Vedanta Sutra, and also he gave Gita Bhushan commentary upon Gita, and 10 Upanishads commentary also in just 15 days.
Okay, I don't know all the details, but it shows that he was a great scholar who can write commentary within so short time, isn't it? Mataji.
Thank you very much. It's very interesting. In the beginning of the Bhagavatam class, you mentioned that the process of creation is very simple. So I want to understand how you can say that, whereas we are all struggling and it's considered very technical. So what do you mean when you say, oh, it's very simple?
It is simple for Krishna, but most difficult for us. It is most troublesome for us, but it is very easy for Krishna to create. He is like a child, he is killing Putana, like a child breaks doll. A child is breaking small dolls. Krishna is breaking Putana. He is like child. Krishna is lifting Govardhan like a child, lifting some small thing. For Krishna, these things are easy. illusory energy is easy to create, to expand by Krishna, but it is not easy for us. He is compared with spider. Spider expands the net, and in that net all the flies and mosquitoes are caught, and spider is enjoying eating those mosquitoes. And for mosquitoes and flies, spider's net is a place of danger. But when spider lays children, small spiders, they are running like mother. You understand? So the devotees of Krishna, pure devotees of Krishna, are like baby spider. They are like baby spider. They can run even in this illusory creation. They are not affected. But those who are trying to cheat Krishna, imitate Krishna, they will be captured like mosquitoes and flies. Is it clear, Mataji? Hare Krishna. For Krishna, nothing is illusory. For us, it is illusory. You don't feel illusion even today. Whole life we are struggling with illusion. Whole life we are struggling with illusion, and we realize this is illusion. We realize, but still we struggle. For Krishna, there is no struggle, but for us, there is struggle against Krishna's Maya, illusory energy. Hare Krishna. So can I stop here? Okay. Granthara Srimad-Bhagavatam ki, Samavata Vaishnava Bhakta Brinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki.